Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of the Sports Lab podcast. I'm Usher Zaidi, and if you're a sports fan, you've come to the right place. This is where we break down everything happening in the sports world, from the biggest highlights to the most heated controversies. And what's a better way to start than one of the NBA's biggest annual events, the NBA All-Star Weekend? This year, the league made some major changes, and let's just say fans had a lot to say about it. So today we're diving into the good, the bad, and whether the All-Star NBA game is still worth watching. So the NBA decided to shake things up with the new tournament style format instead of the usual East versus West setup. This year, 4 teams, each coached by some NBA legends, battled it out in a mini tournament. In the end, Team Shaq's OGs took home the championship. A lot of fans were hyped for this change at first because the old format was kind of getting boring. It was cool to see different lineup combinations and new matchups we don't normally get to see. Stephen Curry led his squad to victory in the final game and took home the All-Star MVP trophy in front of his home crowd in San Fran. And let's be real, when Steph is on the court, he's a must-watch on TV, especially in All-Star Weekend. Even with all the debates about the format, some players really showed up. Stephen Curry played in front of his hometown fans at the Chase Center. Curry scored 12 points in the final, including 9 of his team's last 18 points, leading Team Shaq's OG to a 41-25 victory over Team Chuck's Global Stars. His performance earned him the All-Star MVP award. Damian Lillard, representing Team Shaq. Lillard made crucial plays, including a three-pointer that led to a 42-35 win over Team Candace's Rising Stars in the semi. Mac McClung electrified the crowd by winning the dunk contest with 4 perfect dunks, completing history with a 3P of dunk contest. So while the format itself got mixed reaction, you can't deny there were some very exciting moments. Now let's talk about the moments leading up to the game. The 3-point contest. Tyler Hero put on a shooting clinic. I don't know how he won, but there were also some not really good shooters. He had the crowd going a little bit wild. The dunk contest. Mac McClung stole the show with 4 perfect dunks, completing a historic 3-peat and possibly inspiring other stars to participate in future contests. Like Zach LaVine saying maybe he'll come back because of Ja Morant saying where y'all at. Hopefully we'll have a rematch of Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. That would be a crazy dunk contest. Overall, All-Star Saturday night still brings some entertainment factor. But now let's get into what didn't work. Alright, let's be real. The biggest topic of the discussion was the new format. While the NBA tried to make the game more competitive, it didn't exactly go as planned. The biggest issue? Fans felt like it was too stop and go. Out of a 3-hour broadcast, only about 42 minutes were actual gameplay. That's a whole lot of waiting around for not a lot of action. Imagine the people who are just sitting there in the stands, just waiting for them to actually start playing. Fans weren't feeling it, and even players like Draymond Green spoke out, saying it didn't make sense, it wasn't fair to the players. Some people are already calling it one of the worst All-Star games ever. Man. One of the biggest complaints about the recent All-Star games is zero effort on defense. And this year, same story. Players were literally just letting guys walk in for dunks and layups. I get it. It's an exhibition game. Nobody wants to really get hurt. But at the same time, if there's no defense at all, does it even feel like real basketball anymore? Not to me. Some fans are saying the NBA should bring back the old East versus West format or add some actual incentive like money for the winnings, teams' charity, or playoff implications. Implication, that would be crazy. To make players care more, because what are they doing? Letting Curry shoot half-court shot, he's somehow making it. Letting guys make dunks, leaving wide open threes. Walking? Like, what is this? Beyond the gameplay, the event faced major production issues. The excessive interruptions, particularly involving Kevin Hart. Man, was he talking a lot. Frustrated fans and the overshadowed competitive spirit of the games. Some people think the NBA should streamline the event to focus more on the players and the game itself. What do y'all think? Let me know. Alright, so after breaking it all down, what's the verdict? The All Star game still gives us some cool moments, but is it losing its magic? Here's a few ideas floating around on how to fix it. Bring back East versus West for more natural rivalry. Add a real cash incentive or playoff advantage to make players try harder. Because honestly, it's getting so boring. We're having to enjoy Mac McClung jump over cars. Like, that's more entertaining than the actual game. Man, Kobe would be disappointed. We should stop all the stoppages and focus on the actual gameplay. How is out of a 3-hour broadcast are we letting only 40 minutes of gameplay? That does not make any sense. It's so bad. I think they should just stop the All-Star game. Is like people are wasting their money. It's not even worth it anymore. What do you guys think? Would any of these changes make the All-Star game better, or is it fine the way it is? That's a wrap for the first episode of the Sports Lab podcast. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Make sure to follow the podcast for more episodes. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time.